What's up everyone? In this video we're going to talk about VR and we're going to go over all three devices and compare their specs and qualities and determine which one is the best choice for you. Now keep in mind, I'm going to talk about which one is the best, but which is right for you. I will share several facts about these devices, but please keep in mind that some parts of this video will be subjective, so feel free to share your opinions and thoughts in the comments below on which device you think is the best choice for VR, but let's go over some of the specifications for each device and see how they compare to each other. Now technically speaking, which is the best device? Well, the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift have nearly identical specs. Both showcase 1080p images at 90Hz refresh rate, both come equipped with built-in audio and microphones, both have a 110 degree field of view. The Vive has a response time of 22 milliseconds, the Rift slightly better with a response time of 20 milliseconds. The Vive weighs 550 grams, the Rift slightly lighter at 470 grams. The Vive comes with motion controllers, the Rift does not. The Vive is designed to be an open space, move around experience, whereas the Rift is more suitable for sitting or standing in a specific area while playing. Both require beefy PC specs in order to run games efficiently. The Vive retails at $800 US, and the Rift will save you $200 retailing at $600 US. So as you can see, both of these devices are fairly evenly matched. While the Vive costs more, it does deliver a more immersive VR experience since it comes with a set of motion controllers and is designed to be a full room experience, whereas the Rift is a couple $100 cheaper, but it will not provide the same level of immersion for that truly believable VR experience. Now, if I had a PC capable of running these devices, I would probably fork out the extra $200 and go with the Vive. I have space large enough in my home where I could get the full effect of the VR experience, and I think the extra money would be worth it. So I'm going to unofficially and subjectively declare the HTC Vive as the better VR device compared to the Oculus Rift. But how does it stand up to the PlayStation VR? Like the Vive and the Rift, the PSVR also displays a 1080p image, but unlike the other two devices, it is capable of up to 120Hz refresh rate. Both the Vive and the Rift have a higher pixel density on their 2160 by 1200 displays compared to the PSVR's 1920 by 1080, which is a difference of 518,400 pixels in favor of the Vive and the Rift. However, the PSVR has true RGB per pixel, which means each pixel on the PSVR display has 3 sub-pixels, one for red, one for blue, and one for green, which enables the graphics to be displayed clearer, crisper, brighter, and more vibrant compared to the other two devices. PSVR also has a higher concentration of pixels in the middle of the screen, which simulates true-to-life human vision, where your focus comes from the center of your iris. The pixels around the edge of the screen are more diffused, which simulates realistic peripheral vision. The Vive and the Rift both edge out the PSVR in terms of their field of view, with the PSVR sitting at a 10-degree disadvantage. The PSVR is the heaviest of the three headsets at 610 grams, but in terms of latency, the PSVR has both other headsets beat with an impressively low 18 milliseconds of latency. The PSVR comes in 2 bundles, one of which includes the controllers and camera for motion tracking, the other does not, but either of these bundles are cheaper than both the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, the most expensive option being only $500. So what does all this boil down to? Well, I've been doing a lot of reading about these three devices lately, and it seems to me like ultimately, if you have the room to use it, the PC to run it, and the money to buy it, the HTC Vive is the most true-to-life immersive VR experience that you can get in your home. However, if you don't have either the cash, the PC specs, or a spare 15 by 15 foot area in your home, then consider that a deal breaker for this device. Now, in my subjective opinion, based on the capabilities and requirements for each device, I would have to say that the PSVR is the best choice among the three based on accessibility and overall quality. What it lacks in resolution, it makes up for in screen quality. What it lacks in field of view, it makes up for in lower latency. And what it lacks in immersion compared to the HTC Vive, it makes up for in price and accessibility. I have not yet had the opportunity to try the Vive, but I have used the Rift and the PSVR, and I can say that both of them offer a truly immersive virtual reality experience. There are several features such as cinema mode, second social screen, and 3D audio processing, which are often outlined as features for these devices, but I decided not to include them when comparing due to the fact that Just because the HTC Vive, for example, never shows any mention of 3D audio processing or cinema mode, that doesn't mean that it won't have those features. And in comparison, just because there isn't any mention of the PSVR being an open space device like the Vive is, that doesn't mean there won't be games that enable you to get up and move around like you can with HTC's device. As a PS4 owner, I'm just really happy that Sony has developed a true contender in the VR market, one that suits my budget and is compatible with my current gaming setup. Even for non-PS4 owners who are looking to venture into VR gaming, it seems clear that PSVR is the best and easiest way to get into the VR gaming, since neither of the other two devices really offer anything that is staggeringly more impressive. And like I said, if you don't have a capable PC, then it's pretty much a massive deal breaker for those other two high-end devices. Now, if you would like to see a more comprehensive list of the pros and cons for each device and how they stack up against each other, be sure to check out my article on GamerBuzz.com, which is linked in the description below. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you found it interesting or if you learned anything that you didn't already know. And if you're new to the channel, it would be much appreciated if you hit that subscribe button as well. Also, don't forget to leave a comment below, share your thoughts on which VR device you're most looking forward to, and anything else VR related that you may want to discuss. But that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you all for watching. I'm Vile Self. Until next time, villains, later.